This is my first time posting. I'm usually more of a lurker, but I needed to tell someone about what's been going on, and hopefully one of the people who read this post will believe me. Some important information before I start. It's broad daylight. I couldn't bring myself to write it out last night after everything. But I can't talk to myself about it at night because I think it hears me. I think it sleeps during the day. But I'm getting off track. My husband works out of town during the week, so it's just me and my dog 4 nights a week. But I think there's someone else in the house. It started a few months ago. Back in November is when I started noticing things. I'm a student, so I thought that most of what was happening was just my mind playing tricks on me due to stress from school and work. But November I had Thanksgiving break, and I was home for a week straight while my husband was out of town. That's when I really started noticing things. Again, I thought I was just stressed out as the semester came to a close and I had to finish up 3 projects. But then the semester ended mid-December. I was home with no homework to do for 3 weeks straight, and it was then that I thought it couldn't be stress and things were actually happening. It started off as small things. I thought I had 4 waffles left, but there were only 3 in the morning. I could have sworn I had another loaf of bread, but I was out. The lid to the washing machine was closed, but I always leave it open. Things that could easily be explained by a slip of the mind. But then things started getting weirder, or I started paying more attention around my holiday break. I'd be in the middle of a quest on Skyrim, and the next time I turned it on, the quest would be completed. I would put a bookmark in a book I was reading, and the next night, the bookmark would have been moved to the next chapter. When my husband comes home, all the weird things stop. Nothing gets moved around, there are no weird noises at night, and everything is as it should be. He thinks I'm getting needy when I beg him not to leave. I was practically paranoid about him leaving on Monday, and I think I was right. Last night I was letting my dog out before I went to bed. The back door is right at the top of the stairs to the basement. I went to wipe off her paws because they got a ridiculous amount of snow on them, and she turned towards the dark basement and started growling really low. My dog is a very high-pitched dog. Her growls, whines, and barks are just very high-pitched, even when she's being protective and aggressive. So, to hear this low rumbling worried me. She didn't bark or anything, just the growl. It kept going even after I turned on the light. I grabbed my gun and I searched the basement. There was nothing down there. I searched the rest of the house and the backyard and found nothing. I went and sat on my bed to read, the bookmark having been moved from the previous night. At least it likes to read, I thought. Once I found my spot, the dog started growling at the bedroom door. She can't be trusted in the house by herself, so we sleep with our bedroom door closed. I couldn't hear what she was growling at, so I sat there trying to listen. After a few minutes, she stopped and jumped up on the bed as if nothing had happened. Assuming that meant it was safe, I grabbed the gun and went to check the front and back doors. They were both locked. I checked the house again. Empty. Despite being paranoid, I've been getting up at 5:30 to be at work, getting off at 4 and doing homework until 9, so I fell asleep tossing and turning. My paranoia reflected in my dreams, and I woke up quite a few times throughout the night. This morning I woke up and I swear someone had been in the kitchen making toast. Our toaster has some sort of exposed wiring, it's really old, so I unplug it when it's not being used, and it was plugged in. I haven't made toast for a few weeks now. There was a knife in the sink and jam on the counter. I am a huge stickler on not leaving refrigerated things out. It's something I frequently have to remind my husband about, so I know that it wasn't me. I think whatever it is, it's getting bolder, and I'm getting worried. I thought about calling the police, but What could I say? I think there's someone living in my house, but I can't find them? They'd think I was crazy. I talked to my counselor about it, and she told my psychiatrist to up my anxiety meds, which is the last thing I need right now. I want to stay alert. I want to be aware if things continue to get bolder. There's one place in the house I haven't checked because I'm too afraid to check it. When we bought the house, they told us there was a crawl space that has very little access. The walls to the basement leave about a 2-foot clearance between the ceiling to the low access to the crawl space. There is a crawl space on the north side and one on the south side. Once you get past the entrance, I don't know the exact dimensions, but a person could sit up comfortably, or lie down stretched out. The last time I looked was about a year ago, just to see what it looked like. I may have my husband look in there when he comes home tomorrow. Until then, wish me luck.